Hi guys and welcome back. Hari ini saya mau bahas 10 common mistakes that Indonesians make when they speak English. I may not be talking about you. Ini cuman pada umumnya 10 kesalahan yang sering saya dengar di pos satpam. Oke? Dan kesalahan pertama adalah ask to someone. Ini kesalahan yang tinggal di rumah saya. Angga, my husband, always says this, like, ask to Suzy. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia, maybe you say like, nanya ke Suzy lah, or something. No, jangan ask to Suzy. Nggak usah pakai to. Ask Suzy, nggak pakai to. Langsung ask orangnya. Number 2. Ini juga kesalahan yang tinggal di rumah saya. And itu adalah angry to. Tidak ada angry to. We say, I'm angry at you. Boleh. I'm angry with you. Juga boleh. But tidak boleh, I'm angry to you. Or don't angry to me. No. Tidak bagus. Ya? So, I'm angry at you. I'm mad at you. I'm angry with you. Just pick one. And run with it. Okay, number 3. Why you do that? Ini grammar ya. It should be, why did you do that? Misalnya, kenapa kamu tumpahin susu di kasur? Why did you do that? Dan kalau lagi terjadi, like, lagi proses tumpahin susu ke kasur, you would say, why are you doing that? Gitu. Nah, itu kan sesuatu yang kita pakai terus. Kalau punya anak ya, why did you do that? Jadi, hafalin aja itu and just copy. Aku pikir banyak orang Indonesia suka belajar grammar dari video kayak gini.
Setiap bilangan genap pasti berakhiran ing. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Dan video kayak gini yang bahas 16 tenses itu berguna banget untuk orang yang mau ujian. Tapi kalau untuk kehidupan sehari-hari, you know, that's not gonna help you learn English. Jadi lebih efisien dan efektif kalau kita belajar satu-satu. Kalau kita masuk dan udah terjadi sesuatu dan kita tahu pelakunya siapa, we can say, why did you do that? Just hafalin itu aja. Nggak usah grammar, okay? Itu kita bukan mau ambil ujian, kita cuma mau belajar bahasa Inggris, ya. My daughter never asked me why or what tense it is. Dia cuma ikut saja, and I think that's a more natural way to learn English. So that's my tip. Don't memorize rules, memorize phrases. And know when to use that phrase. And if you have a new situation, then you learn the next thing. Number 4, thanks God and congratulations. Dan ini aku udah bahas sebelumnya di video saya yang How to Speak Indonesian. Oh, istrinya sudah melahirkannya. Congratulations.
Ya, thanks God.
Jadi, seperti saya udah bilang, memorize the phrase. Jadi nggak usah tahu kenapa, saya juga nggak tahu kenapa. Itu kok aneh, thank God. Kenapa dia suruh saya berterima kasih kepada Tuhan? Dia yang harus berterima kasih ke Tuhan. Don't get all philosophical, nggak usah filosofi gitu. Just copy what we say. And we say, thank God. Kita tidak pernah thanks God. And congratulations, pakai S. Kenapa? I'm boring. Sering itu. Kalau kamu memang membosankan, ya berarti benar itu. But I don't think that's what you mean. Kayaknya maksudmu itu I'm bored. The movie is boring. I'm bored. Gitu. Jarang sekali ada orang Indonesia yang boring, by the way. Number 6, keep spirit. Saya tahu, kalian itu mau bilang, tetap semangat ya. Dan coba masukin tetap semangat ke Google Translate gitu. Keluarnya, keep the spirit. Who wrote that? That's aneh banget. We don't say that. Dan kalau kamu masukin, just Google search, keep spirit atau keep the spirit. Website yang nongol itu website dari mana? Indonesia. Nggak ada website asing yang pakai istilah keep the spirit. It's just something that you guys say. Kalau kita, mungkin kita bilang never give up. Don't give up. Misalnya saya mau bilang, saya tetap semangat. Probably I would say, but I'm not giving up. Or I'll never give up. And kalau aku coba suruh kamu untuk tetap semangat, I'm just gonna say, don't give up. Don't give up. Ya, jadi lebih ke jangan pasrah gitu. I don't know why. Don't copy the keep the spirit people. Kecuali kamu memang mau pakai bahasa Indonesian, because that's one of our favorite terms. Wait me! Guys, wait for me. Wait for me. Kecuali kamu pakai bahasa Indonesian. Tapi kalau mau pakai bahasa Inggris, harus pakai for. Okay? Wait and me bukan muhrim. Butuh wali di tengah. Number 8. Nah, kalau kamu punya pasangan, pasti kamu pernah dengar ini. Just do it what you want. I don't care. Itu salah, okay? So we would say, just do whatever you want. Or, just do what you want. Sama aja. So, pick one. Dan kalau kamu tetap mau bilang do it, mungkin bisa begini. Next time you get in fight with your pacar. Do it. I dare you. Go out with your friends. I don't care. Yeah? Itu boleh. And you guys are gonna use that one a lot in your relationship. So, memorize it. Number 9. This one really, really bugs me. I don't know why. But how do you read that? Give me a thumbs up if you said biscuit. Because I am going to help you in your life. It's biscuit. Biscuit. Mau logat UK, mau logat Amerika, nggak ada yang bilang biskuit kecuali kalian. Biskuit itu bukan biskuit, it's a biscuit. Tapi kalau di American English, it's a cookie. And this is a biscuit. Anyway, itu tidak penting ya, kecuali kamu penjual biskuit di Amerika dan orang minta biscuit dan kamu kasih cookie, but probably that's not gonna happen. So, yeah. And here's one that I just became aware of recently setelah saya lebih perhatikan logat. This word here. How do you read it? Noticing or noticing? Karena saya pikir 80% dari orang Indonesia itu bilang noticing. And it should be noticing. Not noticing. Mudah-mudahan itu membantu. Jadi itulah beberapa kesalahan yang sering saya dengar. Silakan kalau mau dibenarin, kalau nggak mau dibenarin, ya we're still Indonesian brothers and sisters, right? And thanks so much for watching. Before I go, saya mau share ini. The other day, I asked Rich Brian, not asked to Rich Brian, okay? I asked Rich Brian. Ya, saya nanya ke dia, kok bisa kamu menipu saya? Karena dia doang loh yang bikin saya, itu bule atau padahal dari lahir sampai gede dia tinggal di Jakarta. So, I asked him, kok bisa? Aku di Indonesia 17 tahun, tetap aja nggak persis kayak native Indonesian kan? Masih ada bulenya dikit. So I was like, how'd you do that? Dan ini jawabannya. I started seriously learning when I was 11. Before that, I took an English course for like 2 months, but didn't learn much at all. Also, I do not read. I'm terrible at it, and I need to read more. LOL. I learned grammar the same way I learned my pronunciation, which was watching YouTube videos and looking things up when I didn't understand a word or a sentence. I had a lot of alone time, so I always talked to myself in English, which helped me a lot. But I really started to feel my accent going away when I talked to my American friends on Skype. I met all of them through Twitter or YouTube, and I talked to them almost every day. When I can't pronounce a word sentence properly, I'd sit down and say it over and over again till I get it right, and after that, I usually would keep getting it right. And I'm like, what? 11? Gua kira dia umur 3 tahun atau 5 tahun gitu mulainya. Dan tidak. Enggak. And he said, my accent was gnarly back then. Dia bilang logatnya agak parah waktu itu. This is mind-blowing. Jadi, kalau menurut saya, setelah baca ini, dia nggak nongkrong sama bule di Circle K. Dia nongkrong sama bule online aja. Mudah-mudahan itu menginspirasikan kalian karena dia bilang sendiri kalau masalah tulis dia kurang bisa karena spelling kita agak bodoh kalau di bahasa Inggris. Dan sering menyesatkan kalian karena kamu baca satu kata and like how do you read that? So dia kurang ya kalau masalah itu. Saya aja sering salah ketik, okay? But for speaking, he's perfect. And he learned grammar this way too, just by listening, talking, dan kalau dia salah, dia fokus ke kesalahan itu dan dia ulangi terus. Jadi itu saja sistemnya. Jadi bukan dia nongkrong sama banyak bule di international school ya. Dia cuman bicara sama teman-teman online yang native speaker di Amerika lewat Skype. That's awesome. Dan kalau dia salah, memang dia niat ya. Kalau niat ya, bakal bisa, tapi kalau nggak niat ya nggak bakal bisa. So dia niat banget dan he would practice at home by himself, ngomong sama diri sendiri dia sampai dia benar. That's amazing. So like kalau dia bisa, orang lain juga bisa, tapi memang harus niat, cause kayaknya dia niat banget. That's all for today, guys. Thanks. Jangan lupa subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.